Yo, what up, everybody? So recently, FL Studio announced their new free VST plugin called Flex, and free for registered FL users. And I just downloaded the beta of it, and this is it. Haven't spent too much time in it, but kind of got the gist of it. And right off the bat, you can see what they're going for. This is a less sound design intense plugin like Citrus and Harmor. This is kind of more, I think, more Nexus, Expand, and even Omnisphere to a lesser extent. In other words, it's really focused on the presets. And from what I could gather so far, the presets sound pretty good, especially these 808s. Yeah, I can definitely see myself using this. So let's just take a look around. So the first thing you might notice is this little box here, the analysts section. So this is kind of basically wave candy, if you're familiar with that. And just it has a few different options on how you can view your audio. So this is just a regular sound wave, and then you have like the spectrum. These are kind of like the harmonics. If you use Harmor, you're definitely familiar with this. And this is the Vetroscope. This is just basically the stereo, mono and stereo image. As you can see, this is right down the middle. This is mono. And this is kind of just an EQ. Well, not an EQ, but you know, the highs and lows. You get what I'm saying. And you got your pitch. Pretty self-explanatory. Up 12 is an octave, up 24 is 2 octaves, and you know, the same going down 2 octaves below or 2 octaves above. And then the plus and minus are cents, and I believe it's 100 cent. Yeah, so wherever you're at, so if you're at 0, it'll go up or down 100, as you can see in the top left there. So yeah, if you want to fine tune a sound, that could be useful. And then you have your ADSR and H envelopes. H is just hold, pretty similar to sustain. I'm not really going to get into the whole envelope thing because that's a whole other video, but most people know what ADSR is. And so you have that for your filter envelope and your volume envelope. And for the filter, it's this filter. And I was messing around. It seems that I could just be an idiot, but it seems that some sounds just load up. Yeah, I don't know. It seems some sounds aren't affected by this filter, and some definitely are. See? So I don't know if, I mean, this is still the beta. I don't know if they're working that out, or maybe some presets just don't incorporate this filter, or maybe I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Okay, and then you have your master filter, which bypasses everything. So it's low pass, and you can change it how steep you want the low pass. So 6 would be not that steep, and 24 would be very steep. So this will cut off, a lot. Whereas low pass 6, not quite as intense, and you can hear it and you can visually see it here in the analysis section. Oh, okay, and macros. So this is pretty important. So every preset, you'll notice that the macros will change depending on which preset you click. So, okay, for example, Office Jive. What's this? Kind of a plucky sound. So it has a filter, vibrato, unison, aggression, reverb, and delay. So I'm guessing aggression is probably like a distortion. Yeah, kind of. So the reverb and delay is directly linked. As far as I can understand, it's directly linked to the delay and reverb down here. So we can change the settings of this reverb, whatever, and then pump it up here. So if you turn this off, this is basically useless. It's not doing anything. Turn it on, and you can control the reverb here. If you use, if you're familiar with Massive, you probably know all about macros. So yeah, and some of these presets, like, they have macros that I don't even know what they mean. Like, I'm trying to find one that has just a weird macro. It's thin. I guess that just thins out the sound. But there are definitely some. I saw one that said lo-fi. So I guess that's taking off the lows and the highs. See, 7th soul, 7th volume. Yeah, I'm not really hearing what that's doing. This is some kind of sequential thing. So yeah, basically the macros are going to change for every preset. You're going to have standard ones like your reverb, delay, filter, vibrato, but every now and then you'll get some weird ones. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Beat pump. Okay, so it's kind of just like a side chain. Pumping up and down. So it kind of gives it a like a gated effect. Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. What else? The piano sound all right. Probably not the best pianos, but I mean, they're definitely usable. turn on delay. You got a few different delay modes. I would imagine that they're probably going to add more presets for like the delay, and well, that's a lot for the filter, but the delay and the limiter, I'll get to the limiter in a second. So you can put this on ping pong, and if you right click time set, you can change the timing of your delay. So 16th notes, put the feedback up. Give it some space. You know, everybody needs a little space. Okay, so the limiter. So basically how this works is, this is the pre, is how much you're compressing it. So you see that's compressed a lot. And the mix is, so kind of like the mix, think of it as almost like a parallel compression. So if it's 100%, then it's not being parallel compressed. And if it's, you know, anything less, it's kind of mixing the uncompressed signal with the compressed signal, which is this, the pre. So does that make sense to you? So fully up is, you're not doing parallel compression, it's just the whole signal is compressed. But the less you use, you're mixing the parallel, I mean you're mixing the compressed with the non-compressed signal. Oh yeah, so you can change the theme if brown ain't your thing, even though this kind of looks gray to me. But if you're feeling sad, change it to blue. I don't really like that blue. There's alternative blue, kind of like the brown. Hopefully they'll come out with just like a black one. That would be cool. What else? Oh, okay, so people who've used Nexus are definitely familiar with this. So let's say you got this reverb and you have your settings, whatever, and it is the most beautiful reverb you've ever dialed up. It is perfect. You do not want to change it, but you want to change the preset. So as soon as you click another preset, you're going to lose these settings. It's going to go to whatever the predefined reverb settings are for that preset that you click. But like in Nexus, you can lock it, and no matter what preset you pick, you'll see that the settings stay the same. And this is, you can do it for the pitch, the filter, the envelopes, the limiter, everything basically. And you can add favorites. Roads, will add this to favorites, and it should, yeah. So you have a little favorite folder. Your recent, these are your most recent sounds that you used. And I saw before there was an option to like buy online. I don't see it here anymore. So I'm guessing they're adding more preset packs to this, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so it comes with Olbane, Olbade, 808, Synthplux, Essential Strings, pianos, and Cityscape. So yeah, I mean, all the presets, they're definitely decent, especially those 808s. I really like them. And am I missing anything? You could, if you just want to see the presets, or if you just want to see the VST part, this Romulator part, you got that. And I think that covers it, just about everything. So yeah, peace.